Maximilian Buser and Friends, or MB&F, is certainly not a watch brand you hear about every day. It's a class apart and chic enough that you want to certainly keep and wear it for a special day. MB&F turns traditional watchmaking of the highest craftsmanship into futuristic, fiercely unconventional timekeeping artifacts. These sculptured, three-dimensional cases and beautifully finished engines are called machines. Join us if you really need to know about something like wearable art as we count down the top 10 MB&F watches. Number 10. MB&F HM6, also known as Space Pirate. Where MB&F have simply put the craziest, most complex machine to date, all set to operate in the hostile environment of space. Yeah, the space on your wrist. The solid titanium case takes its cues from the sci-fi movies of our childhood, combined with the organic curves of biomorphic industrial design from the 1970s. The resultant case ignores straight lines and flat surfaces, preferring spheres and sweeping arches. A visual and ergonomic delight, but a major manufacturing challenge in terms of machining and finishing. Surrounding the tourbillon and its blinking eye cover are the two time indicator domes and two turbine domes. Under the case and its 9 domed sapphire crystals lies an entirely new caliber, composed of no less than 475 components and 68 jewels. A flying 60-second tourbillon with a 72-hour power reserve, retractable tourbillon shield, vertically revolving hour and minute spheres driven by complex angular gear trains, dual regulating turbines connected to a central winding rotor in platinum 950. The 3 years of research and development invested in this machine are a true adventure. Number 9. MB&F HM7, aka the Bulldog. Well, the Bulldog has a rounded, compact body of titanium, or red gold, with 2 prominent aluminium time display domes, or say, eyes, rolling at anyone who dares look its way. Wear hours display on the left dome, rotating in 12 hours, and minutes display on the right dome, rotating in 60 minutes. A collar studded with certain projections is there that allow you to wind the mainspring, or set the time, resulting in the frequency of 18,000 beats per hour. Stout but flexible legs that wrap firmly around your wrist, just like the creature for which it is named. There's more to HM10 Bulldog than meets the eye. Its hinged jaws open and shut, according to the amount of wind left in its mainspring. So if you can clearly see the rows of shining teeth lining the jaws, get ready, as it means Bulldog is full of fight, charged up with 45 hours of mainspring energy and water resistance of up to 50 meters. Number 8. MB&F HM7, the Aquapod. The organic jellyfish-inspired design of this dive watch, water-resistant up to 50 meters, is counterbalanced by the very mechanical horology within. The architecture of its engine is appropriately biomorphic, comprising of 303 components and 35 jewels. Where a jellyfish generates power from food caught in its tentacles, HM7 generates power with its tentacle-light automatic winding rotor. A central 60-second flying tourbillon tops the concentric vertical movement architecture, with indications radiating out from the center like ripples in a pond. Where jellyfish have a radially symmetric ring of neurons for a brain, Aquapod has radially symmetric rings displaying hours and minutes. Where jellyfish have a hood or bell on top, HM7 has an imposing flying tourbillon regulating the power generated by the rotor with a 72-hour power reserve. And like many jellyfish, HM7 glows in the dark. It glows on the hour and minute numerals, around the inside of the movement, and along the tentacle-like winding rotor. Number 7. MB&F LM Split Escapement Evo. The earlier editions of the LM Split Escapement were presented in MB&F's classic Legacy Machines case, but the collection now also features the Evo case, conceived for a more active lifestyle. Also, the entire mechanism is rotated clockwise by 30 degrees, with the crown at 4:30 instead of 2 o'clock, completely changing the symmetry of the watch, giving it a totally new character. This new case design features 80 meters of water resistance, an integrated rubber strap, and a bezel-free design. The manual winding, 298-component movement is driven by double barrels, providing 72 hours of power reserve, and features a user-friendly, foolproof rapid date-changing system that prevents the user from inadvertently damaging the movement when adjusting the date. Inside the case, the movement is suspended thanks to a world premiere monoblock shock-absorbing flex ring system, dampening the kind of vertical and horizontal shocks that come with real-life adventures. The movement side in Grade 5 titanium features a special darkened treatment that creates a contrast between the wheels, the rhodium-plated barrels, and the rose gold details. The case back is fitted with a secondary sapphire crystal that features anti-reflective treatment to offer an unobstructed view of the movement within. My favourite thing about this watch is that it appears to have this accentuated 3D effect due to the unique approach to the escapement, which soars above the rest of the dial, almost suspended in thin air due to the polished, arched V-shaped bridge. Number 6. ZR012 by C3H5N309. Well, C3H5N309, also known as nitroglycerin, a joint venture between MB&F and Urwerk, has presented the Escapement ZR012. MB&F was principally responsible for the ZR012 case. Despite its size, 55mm by 44mm without lugs, the case is smooth and even sensual. The movement, on the other hand, was the accomplishment of Urwerk's talents. The time display, inspired by a Wankel engine, employs dual discs in the configuration of rouleau triangles, with the minutes triangle on top and the hours disc below. The multi-layered time display with many open-worked elements is a stunning sight even when it's absolutely still. As interesting as this show is, but it lacks dynamism. This appears to be a lightning-fast watch, yet nothing appears to be moving because the minute disc only makes one revolution every hour. There is no seconds hand or balance wheel in action, nor is there even a once-an-hour retrograde to breathe life into this lifeless scene. In addition to this display on the front, the ZR012 offers a power reserve display on the back, and the manual wind movement has a power reserve of 39 hours. Number 5. MB&F HM4 Thunderbolt. The sleek, faster-than-sound HM4 Thunderbolt pushes the boundaries of horological art. Both the aviation-inspired case and the engine inside are unconventional, even anarchic as a result of 3 years of intensive development. Each of the 311 components, along with 50 jewels, was uniquely designed for this caliber. Horizontally constructed dual mainspring barrels power 2 vertical gear trains, providing power to the twin pods, indicating hours and minutes on the right and power reserve on the left, ranging up to 72 hours. And you know what? The dials of the HM4 are perpendicular to the wearer's wrist. That makes it the ideal pilot's watch. Number 4. MB&F LM2. Well, MB&F celebrates the pioneering works of past masters and complications with Legacy Machine Number 2, housed in a 44mm case with a total thickness of 20mm. The hand-wound movement of the LM2 beats at a frequency of 2.5 Hz and offers a power reserve of 45 hours. Getting closer, the 2 flying balances suspended above the dial are actually the most obvious component of 2 entirely separate regulating systems, each pounding at its own rate. The planetary differential protrudes from the surface, held up by a magnificent double-arc mirror-polished bridge. The complex differential is the essential component of the double regulator system. The mechanism that drives the stretched lacquer subdial's hour and minute hands averages out the rates. To complicate matters even more, the 2 flying balances and their escapements are mirror images, right down to the position of the stud holders fastening their balance springs. Number 3. MB&F HM9. Back in 2018, MB&F introduced the Horological Machine 9, a unique timepiece honoring the golden era of automotive and aeronautical designs. Now they're paying homage to the watch's intricate engine by re-releasing it with a completely transparent case. The in-house movement and dual spherical propellers are housed in a sapphire crystal shell that's held together by a 3-dimensional gasket and a compound bonding process. Composed of 3 sections expertly fitted together, the hull has a metal framework forged from either red or white gold, along with a technical compound bonding process that fuses the 2 materials. A specially designed, three-dimensional rubber gasket, already in use in the original HM9, helps reinforce the timepiece's overall water resistance, which can easily handle depths up to 30 meters. Available in 4 different variants with 52 joules, the engine at the heart of the design features a manually wound, in-house movement with 45 hours of power reserve. Number 2. MB&F Legacy Machine Thunderdome. A collaboration between MB&F and 2 legendary watchmakers. Eric Coudray, a fabulous innovator from the Valley de Joux, known for his unorthodox, jaw-dropping complications, and Kari Voutilainen, a famed perfectionist and acclaimed pillar of traditional craft based in Moutier. Together, they've created the world's fastest triple-axis regulating mechanism, with 3 axes revolving in record-breaking 8, 12, and 20 seconds, all beating at 3 Hz. It also features a unique combination of Potter escapement, hemispherical balance, and helical hairspring with a 45-hour power reserve. Decorated with 63 joules overall, it is a fantastic example of the evolution of the tourbillon concept, and the result is truly a sight to behold. In total, this movement has an incredible 413 individual components. Number 1. MB&F HM7. MB&F and HM7 & C came together for a collaboration project that works 2 ways in an entirely reciprocal manner and co-signed a pair of creations blending the DNA of each, all in steel. The machine comes in 4 variants: aqua blue fume, red fume, cosmic green fume, and a funky blue fume. This anniversary collaboration peach features the iconic MOSER dial, with just the hour, minute, and a power reserve indicator on the face of the watch. There's absolutely no branding or text whatsoever on the dial, and even the iconic MB&F subdials are gone. The massive 14mm wide centered balance wheel with its supporting bridges takes center stage, dancing to the rhythm of the Straumann double balance spring from Precision Engineering AG, which isn't just a pretty face, it also improves accuracy and isochronism. All of it is encased in a domed double AR-coated sapphire crystal, and it is a visual treat to look at from every angle. Now onto the movement side. Seen through the sapphire case back is the legendary LM101 manual wound movement, beating at 18,000 times an hour and with a 45-hour power reserve. At 40mm wide and 16mm high, with an off-centered crown, the watch fits beautifully on the wrist, letting out the right amount of oomph. Thanks for joining us on this MB&F retrospective, where we explored some of the brand's most impressive timepieces. Seeing these watches together provided us with a deeper understanding of the innovative concepts and inspirations that make MB&F so unique. We hope you enjoyed the journey with us and found a new appreciation for these extraordinary timepieces. If you have any thoughts or questions, please share them in the comments below. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more exciting watch content. Happy wrist hunting until we meet again.